welcome. This is HLessJon playing Horizon and Fallout 4. And we are back here in Sanctuary because while I was off camera, I spent a great deal of time waiting around doing absolutely nothing. I mean, it was bone-chilling boring, but I wanted to get this quest finished. So what I eventually did was I transferred some people from another colony, and Abernathy now has 15 people in it when it was 13 last time I looked. So that's great, which means, yes, drum roll please, the Commonwealth United, we've advanced another tier. Awesome. So, having done that, I now need to go to the command table, yes, that's right, and advance ourselves in this quest. Actually, our stats are pretty awesome. I've got 19. 17 have been established. That's not bad at all. Okay, quest. This quest line is designed specifically for settlement builders and requires building up successful settlements across the Commonwealth. Success means 15 plus 70% happiness. Advance the quest. The next step is restoring the Commonwealth is underway. You gain the following perk. Trailblazer rank 3, which allows me to do a couple of more cool things. Not anything I can think off the top of my head. Some packing material. Cargo bots, which are cool. I get 5 called cargo bots and 1 actual cargo bot. Cool. And my performer following, I can get wood, concrete, parts, or steel. I think we all know my feelings about wood, concrete, steel. So naturally, I'm going to go for rifle weapon parts, because that's the one that's actually hard to get, and that's like almost 2 rifles that I found in the wild being disassembled. Yay! Now my next one would require 4 settlements, which is twice as much as what we've done so far, so it does get a little harder. Okay, now one of the things I want to do while I'm here is look at the different aspects of the game that I haven't really explored much, like specialization, some of the things you can build. Actually, in specialization, I don't think I actually showed this to the other day when I was talking about it, but in Gunslinger and in Marksman, I had to get to tier 3 in order to do specialization, which actually kind of requires you to be rather high level. Again, I have an issue with the leveling of this game, which we'll talk about again, I'm sure, before the end of the episode. So, since this is the last episode, I'm going to do a couple of things that are, Horizon specific. A couple of things that are, one thing for sure that's just super silly and nonsensical.
What are you building?
One of the things that I really would like to look at, because I'm kind of looking at this for my next playthrough, because I do like this mod, even though it's changed its accent a little bit. One of the new things are these deployable turrets. You can do several different kinds, like this deployable mini turret. Basically, you make these and you just drop them on the ground and they blow stuff up. So that's actually pretty cool. They actually have other things that I've never used. Another turret. Things that you use to open up safes and locks. A portable memory device. I've used a mod by Gopher, which allows me to put a device in my backpack, but this makes sense too. Different levels of the blowing things and opening things up. I don't even know what the auto repair device does. Tools and parts, equipment. One of the things I need to look at probably is, where would that be? Inventory. Yeah, the Alpha wrist device. I would like to figure out how to get this thing to work before I next playthrough, because I know you can add these things to it, and you actually have to be able to have certain items that you find in the game in order to add things to. It's not the command table, because it's I have no idea. So this is how you make it. I mean, this is made up in the actual table, and oh, I just accidentally made another one by accident. Well, that's all right. Maybe no. Well, I was thinking maybe if I made it, I could immediately upgrade it, but that's kind of a silly thought. Armor workbench. Yeah, after some time, I've discovered the armor workbench. That's what you need. It's armor. So I upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade what I can. Cargo bot. I don't know what those are. Minutemen, because I'm friendly with the Minutemen. I can make a Minutemen cargo bot. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to test it and see what it does. What I think it adds to the carry weight of the players. Right now my carry weight is 295, which admittedly is a little bit high, but you know, it is what it is. Go down here to Minutemen slot. And we'll insert this. You need activate it. Basic fiber, cargo bot, stealth boy. I've got a couple of those laying around. Gold, nuclear material, and ballistic fiber. So yeah, none of them are actually common ingredients. But when you get done making it, it's gonna do something, right? So we'll see. Capacity 200. I think it's going to add 200 to our carry weight, and that's the only ones I can do right now. Oh, it's because I don't have enough energy cells. Ugh, that's all I need to get that. All I have to do is kill some people with some energy weapons and take their cells and keep them. I don't know why I don't have enough energy cells. I guess you use energy cells on a lot of things because I've had energy cells before. And I've also given a lot away to my companions. So, 295. Put it back on. 495. Yes, it does add 200 to my carry weight. And then the way that they, the Horizon mod rationalizes this is when you make contact with a new group and you friendly yourself with them, you basically acquire the ability to have them send you a cargo bot, one of these things right here, a stealth cargo bot, in which you can put your extra stuff. And so the wrist is supposed to represent the extra stuff stealth robot that's floating around between you and maybe a depot or whatever. But that's what it is. It's the extra robot that's helping you carry stuff. And I mean, 200 pounds is a whole lot. And no, I don't know. I really like the cargo bot call button and the other methods a little bit better. I mean, I can see the logic in it, but it's a bit far-fetched. So, plus when you get all the other things, I mean, think about it. That's 1, 2, 3. That's a way over 1,000. If they're all 200, maybe they're not all 200. I don't know.
Hey.
So, see
hey
if we
there.
can get a Preston Garvey to give us a quest.
I'll mark it on your map.
Oh, he did give us a quest.
We could use more settlement
Well,
support in your
I'll
cause.
be, So I guess part of that issue is it just takes a long time for him to decide to give me. Wait a minute. Okay.
Yes?
Why is there a lady walking around town with no clothes on? And it's not one of my people. And I can't interact with them. Okay. Alright, well, we are a free-flying lot. Yeah, you can come to our settlement and just, you know, walk around and feel at home. No matter what you're wearing. Let me see. Some of the other things I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about command mailbox. Let's see if I got any more mail. No. But the command mailbox I am going to build right away. I mean, this thing is awesome. It gives me a whole bunch of advantages, and I didn't even know about it. And it's probably one of those things that was added later. But it provides a whole bunch of new and cool things. One of the things I didn't realize was how important the magazines were. And if I were to, when I replay this game, the magazines are going to become something that I'm going to want to find and hunt for. Okay, so Yeah, Gunslinger. I really just wish that the mod author would take some of the limits off to this, because by the time you've advanced to a certain level, I mean, it really does. It's really messed up in some ways, because, like, instance, if I want to get 3 points in Gunslinger, I have to be what, level 20, and then I can specialize. Not really happy about that. Not only that, but because of other aspects, local leader. No, local leader's in a good position, and I don't mind it being so, because by the time you get local leader, you're going to be level 10 anyway. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that I'm going to change up my next playthrough. One of the things I'm going to keep is, of course, the kitty cat mod, because I love kitty cats. They're awesome. They add a great deal. I'm probably not going to keep the dog mod. There's a mod that allows you to create different kind of dogs and animals. It is actually discontinued by the mod author, and it's kind of an antique. And I'm one of the few people you see who actually still has it, because you can't get it on Nexus mod anymore, which is a little sad. I still like the kitty cats. You'll notice the new stove. I just now added that one. I think that really adds it. Now, one of the things that I want to do is I want to, just totally silly. I just want to create a private vertibird and test that out, because I like the vertibirds. It is one of the better ways to fast travel realistically in the game. The best way that I can think, I even like this better than the caravan system. So let's get in here, see if we can take a short little trip just to test it. And yeah, well, this might be bugged. First of all, the gun doesn't operate. Let's take it up and set off somewhere. Abernathy Farm. Wow, they've actually got another person there. Huh. Okay, and I've got the sound bug too. There's Preston, he's with me, and my dog's with me, so that's good. But I think I've got a sound bug, and I got my gun doesn't operate. So I don't know if the gun's supposed to operate or not. I'm okay with the gun not operating. The vertibird actually does not initiate combat, does not engage in combat. So I'm perfectly alright with the gun not working. It's a little annoying, but I really do want the sound back. And I think that's a pre-existing bug in the game, and I know how to fix that. There's a series of mods you can add. So it does work, it does fly, it will take you places, even if the gun doesn't work. I think I can get the sound to work. So that's cool. So that was the bit of silliness, totally unrelated to the rest of the Horizon mod. Yeah, and it just looks stinking cool too. I thought you could customize the exterior, but I don't know about that. Let me see. Other things about Horizon. Of course, next time I'll be using sim settlements. Sim settlements just really, really simplify so much of the game, and it looks so cool. Speaking of cool, Preston, you look cool. You really do. Yeah, I'm afraid that this is might be a little bit of a boring. Why is he floating on the ground? A little bit of a boring. He's not floating. He just the shadow's acting weird. That's interesting. A little bit of a boring episode, just because I really am closing out, and I don't have a preset set of things to do. Let's talk some more about perks. Again, I have to sit down and like level 26 to level 2 of Blitz. I just don't like that. I'm very, very upset about that because of vans. You get vans, you get 5 free perks. So by the time you got level 26, you really do have like 26. That's 50 levels, and really gonna wait to level 50 to get Blitz? Anyway, that's with the perks. That's probably my biggest complaint, is that the levels and the perk abilities, they don't mix. And so, I mean, there's plenty of stuff to spend your perk points on, but I really would just like to spend them on what I want. And I like a melee character, but if I have to get level 26, essentially level 50, in order to get that level because of Vans, then what's the point? It's, you know, it kind of takes some of the fun options out of the game. So yeah, there's my biggest complaint with the perks and my stats. I would have to sit down and think about in advance, like write on a piece of paper, what I'm going to need. Like the magazines. Like now I can make 38 rounds because of I have the magazines. I don't even know what the .7 mini MG rounds are for. But robot experts. There's something else other than ballistic ammunition. There's energy ammunition. So there's 2 sets of magazines that you cannot buy these. You actually have to have the first set of perks and the second set of perks in order to use them. The crossbows, however, I like how they've added the crossbows. I haven't really explored the different ammunition types. The crossbows are awesome. They really do add quite a bit to the game. They're kind of like a beginner's sniper rifle. Although I found mine and then upgraded it. I never got the ability to build it because I have to have tricks of the trade, and I have no idea where that comes from. Molotovs and whatnot, demolition. I just never got into that. Although explosives are awesome. Traps, I don't really care about traps. And contracting work, of course, you just pay and have things made. That's a neat addition if you can end up getting a lot of caps. Let me see in here. He's integrated the sim settlements. You can make your sim settlement parts in here, although we shouldn't have to. Speaking of settlements,
seems
now
to be going well.
Horizon has made it so you can pick your products, and this is kind of one of the things that upset me a little bit. Not at the mod author, but at the mod itself and at the game a little bit. And I think the way that the mod author did this is perfectly understandable. And I really wish that the settlements were more important. It just kind of feels a little bit like you're, not a lot, but if you don't think about it, it feels kind of like the settlements are just kind of a stepping stone to being more awesome, which is a good and a bad thing. But yeah, I don't know. I do like the fact that it does make settlements more important, but throughout the upgrades, they've degraded importance, especially with the picking of the crops that we can now pick. And I understand why the mod author did this, because I think the issue is with the game itself and not the mod author, because the game won't pick certain things. So yeah, so other mods, these are really, really cool, and I can't remember what they're from. The metal splinters you harvest gives you metal splinters. Random, I think, aluminum maybe, which is very, very useful. I think you get 100, like 100 a week or 100 every couple of days. I don't remember exactly. The weapons, the ammunition one. Let me see. Look what this is. I keep forgetting. Northland Diggers. Northland Diggers are awesome. It gives more jobs to your people. It's a little bit more realistic. The only problem, mild complaint I have is, well, the Brewmaster is awesome. Is that the weapons, the ammunition one, is well, there's too much ammunition. In a couple of days, I get a couple hundred rounds. Like I just got 100 rounds of 5.56, which to me just seems like a little bit too much. maybe half that would be a better. I mean, that's still a lot of ammunition. And with my ability to find ammo, yeah. The PTRS 41, another really stinking awesome modded weapon that I really, really like. If you want to shoot something and kill it with one shot, that's the way to do it. And it's really hard to get ammo for it. So I appreciate that, because the 5mm, the only way you can do that is convert 5mm ammo into PTRS ammo. So I really like that. Some other things that I like. Again, I mentioned the new cooking stations. My Bird.
Carla.
Need to pick something up?
I like the prices. The prices have been readjusted, and I really like that. Now, one of the things that here that I don't care about is the shared storage and the scrap. I don't think I will build these again next time. I don't think the shared storage and the scrap storage is shared, and I might actually have to build the scrap storage, because I think it's reliant on the scrap storage for the summoning of the bots that carry your cargo. So if you don't have this, I don't think the bots work. But I'm pretty sure that this is not shared. Well, that's Liquid 17. Let's look in here.
What are you building?
Not shared. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Not shared with the rest of the workshops. Where was that? No, it's got to be, that's junk. I got to go over to stuff. Junk again. There's stuff. Yeah, like this is Liquid 5. So, yeah, it's not shared. Which is a little weird. Because that's 17. So all the stuff that's in here is not in the main unit. But I'm pretty sure I have to build this in order to get the little floaty invisible robot to work. Now, the shared storage is a good idea, but to be honest, I prefer the caravan routes. I mean, the shared storage is cool, but you get one of these people back and forth and everything's connected. So I don't really see the point of the shared storage. And I ended up going a little bit longer than I thought I was going to, actually. Floating Preston, yeah, that's a little weird. So in the long run, I really like this game. The Horizon especially adds a lot to it, but I definitely think that I need to start over, because I really had no clue what I was doing. And yeah, so my next episode might be the beginning of a new series involving Horizon. It might not. I don't know. I haven't really made my decision up. There's a couple other things I'm looking at too. I'm open to your ideas and suggestions as well. So this is HLessJon playing Horizon and Fallout 4, and I'll see you around.